Hello guys, it's me Roshan Kumar Shah and I heartily welcome you to my 24th Q Basic Programming Language tutorial. So in this tutorial is a very good one. So what this program does is that it takes four four name and it checks out that the whether four inputted names are Anil, Arun, Priyanka and Roshan. Actually Anil is my elder brother and Arun is and he too is, and she is my elder sister and I am the smallest in my family. So I thought to input these names. So the actual question is that this program does that it will allow you to input four names as okay. Let me just without saying what the question is, let me make you guys understand that what this program will do. Okay, CLS, good, we know what this does, and afterwards it will create an array which consisting of four boxes, and those four boxes will consist only strings, as here a dollar sign has been used. Cool. Now this for next loop will allow us to input those four names whatever the user wants. Okay, not a great deal. The user can input whatever the name he or she wants. And now it's cool that we have inputted the four names, as this for next loop allowed the user to input four names, and he or she can input any four names whatever he or she wants. So now the program has done one task, and that is it has stored the four names. Now the second for next loop, this one, for p is equal to 1 to 4, now it will check the each of the name. Then first of all it will assign that very name, as suppose if the value of p is 1, then the $1 will be assigned in the string $, and afterwards I will store the value of $, in $, after capitalizing it. That is, the each of the names will be capitalized first, that is all the letters of the word will be made first of all capital letters, and afterwards it will be stored to $. Okay, cool. Now select case $. Actually this is a very good method to what this is a very good method to what reject the uses of if then. Actually if I would have written the if then statement, then it would be very lengthy, as if I would have to write if $, equals to Anil, hey wait a second, Anil, if $, is equal to Anil, or $, not US, $, equals to, and also U should be small, don't do those silly mistakes. $, is equal to what is after Anil, here you see after Anil it is Arun, so ARUN, and or similarly I would have to write that if $, is equal to Anil, or $, is equal to Arun, or $, is equal to Priyanka, or $, is equal to Roshan, then I then only print authorized members, but it is a lengthy one. And I would also have to mention if $, is equal to this and this, then print authorized members, else print unauthorized members. So to get rid of that very long if then statement, we use a different inbuilt function called select case function, and I love this function. Actually select case $u$, it means the QBasic will make a case to check the $, and the case is that if the inputted words are Anil, Arun, Priyanka and or Roshan, then print authorized members, and if the case is not among the case mentioned above, then print unauthorized member. So this select case function helps to preserve our time a lot, and it is a cool method. First of all, just mention here whatever you want to check and make cases for that, and you don't have to write or again and again and again. You just you can write it by separating with a comma, and that's the best part I love about select case method. So this for next loop, let me just so this for next loop will check each of the inputted names, and if the inputted names is either Anil or Arun or Priyanka or Roshan, then it prints out authorized members, and if the inputted name is not so, then it will print unauthorized members. And this loop will continue to run for 4 times, but don't forget to just write this. This is important. Whenever we start a function, we must have to end it. Either it is for loop, you see the end point for this is this next p, and either if it is for loop or if then statement, we do end it. Similarly, here we started or initiated the select case method, and that's why we ended it here. And afterwards it will just next p and end the program. So this for next loop, what has this done? It will check out each of the inputted names, and if the inputted names is either Anil, Arun, Priyanka, Roshan, then it will print authorized members, or if the name is not so, that is if any one of the 4 inputted names is not among those, then it will print unauthorized members. So this is what this for next loop will do, and we know what this for next loop has done, and what is that? It has allowed the user to input 4 names. So that was the purpose of making this program, and I hope you guys must have understood it. If not, watch this tutorial again and again, as this is an important concept you must know. Now see, I have run it for you, and let's check it, baby. Enter a name. So let me draw some. Sorry. And just remember that you can write any of the all the letters as small letters, or just one letter among them to be capital. Anyone, it will make a capital to every letters and store in U dollar. As I have said here, let U dollar is equal to U cash dollar R dollar. If the R dollar is already a capital letter, then no problem, it will remain capital. If the word is not, the letters of the word are not capital, then it will make the letters of the word capital. And if some of the letters are capital and some are not, then it will capitalize all the letters of the word. So I can do some stuff like that. As for example, let Anil and Arun can be like this, and similarly Priyanka. Now it says all the 4 members that I inputted over here are authorized members, as they are, because all of them are. This one is me, and this is my eldest brother. He is my elder brother, and she is my elder sister, and I am the smallest in my family. Now let's run the program one more time, and by inputting a name which is not among this list, so that it will print out what? Unauthorized members. So let me write first of all my name, Roshan. Though I am the smallest in my family member, I always write my name at the first. Suppose now in case of Anil, I write Neelan. Okay, cool. He must be angry, but what to do? And in place of Arun, suppose I write Barun or Barry. Cool. And no teasing to my sister. See, her name should be as it is, Priyanka. Cool. Now it says the first name, that is Roshan, it is a authorized member. Cool. The second name Neelan is not it is not an authorized member. He is unauthorized. What the heck is Neelan? I don't know. And that's why it printed that it is unauthorized member. Similarly, Barin. What is it? Barin. Only 4 names were mentioned over here: Anil, Arun, Priyanka, and Roshan. And Barin is not among them. That's why it printed unauthorized member. And finally afterwards there is Priyanka, and QBasic checked out, hey, is there any name called Priyanka in the program? And the QBasic found out over here, yeah, it is, and that's why it printed out authorized members. And similarly it did to mine also. So this was the program for this tutorial. I guess you guys must have understood it, as I tried my best and repeated the major concepts 2 or more than 2 times also. So this is it for this tutorial. See you guys in next tutorial. Goodbye.